Hello everyone, welcome to LICD lecture 11A. Today we are going to discuss the topics of answering the question why current to voltage conversion, and we'll mention some of its application. So let us start. So what do you think? Why current to voltage conversion is necessary? So let's say that you have a sensor placed over here, which is a photodiode or a photovoltaic cell. So basically what is a photodiode? They give the output current that depends upon the intensity of light. So let's see a scenario that you want to log the data from photodiode for the entire day. Now, what do you mean by logging the data? It means that recording the data for the entire day. It automatically. We can do it manually by assigning a person, and after every 15 minutes or after every half an hour, we can record the data from the photodiode. But it will be a tedious task. That's why we do it automatically via a system. So this is the system. So we have over here a sensor, and we have over here a data acquisition system, and in between there we have a I2V converter. Now the sensor output over here is in the form of a current, right? The data acquisition system takes only voltages. So hence we require a I2V converter, which will convert this current from the sensor into the voltage, which is fed into the data acquisition system. So let us, yeah. So the scenario was again logging the data from a photodiode for the entire day. So for this, we require data acquisition. You remember we assigned a person for recording the data. So that job will be done by now data acquisition system. The input to the data acquisition system is a voltage. Hence, we require a I2V converter. Now, I2V converter, the input will be a current, output will be a voltage. So the principle of operation of I2V converter is by controlling the input current, we can control the output voltage. So now let's dig into data acquisition system, just an overview. So data acquisition system, what happens is it's a process of measuring an electrical or a physical quantity, just like voltage, current, temperature, pressure, vibration, or sound, right, into a with a computer. So it's a process of measuring an electrical or a physical quantity with a computer. So it typically consists of sensor unit, data acquisition hardware, and a computer with along with the application software. The data acquisition hardware and the computer communicate via a bus. So let us look into one by one. So the sensor or a transducer converts a physical phenomena like temperature, sound, light, or vibration into a measurable electrical signal like a voltage or a resistance. DAQ hardware will act as an interface. So here is my DAQ hardware. It will act as an interface between the computer and the signals which are coming from the outside world. Basically, these are the analog signal. So what they do really is it digitizes the incoming analog signal to be a computer readable. So that's the job of a data acquisition hardware. Now, data acquisition hardware in turn consists of three key components. One is signal conditioning circuit, another is analog to digital converter, and the third one is computer bus. Okay, so let us look into it one by one. Signal conditioning unit, it transforms the noisy or the weak real world signals into the form that can be effectively and accurately measured. For example, it can be a temperature. Real world signal will be a temperature signal. It can be converted into a resistance change. In turn, it will be converted to a voltage change. By a suitable RTD in a Wheatstone's bridge arrangement. That is what we have seen last time. But that the change in the voltage is very very weak. So that has to be effectively measured and amplified. So that is what is the job of a signal conditioning unit is. Next is the analog to digital converter. Now, this unit will digitize the real world analog data into the digital representation that can be manipulated by the computers. Next is the computer bus. So it enables the data acquisition hardware to transmit to a computer. Example, you can use USB, PSI, or Ethernet. Now last thing is the computer and the software. This one. So a computer with a data acquisition software is required to process, visualize, and store the measurement data. So the DAQ software include a driver which is accessed either by the application software or by the deployment development environment. Now it may consist of a driver software. Now driver software will give the application software the ability to control your DAQ device with a menu driven configuration or a programmable APIs. Next is application software. So it will give the user a ready-made experience for acquiring, analyzing, and presenting data. Lastly, we have a programming environment, which will allow the user to develop their own application to acquire, analyze, and present the data using libraries of the function or APIs to access or control their DAQ device or the hardware. So this was about the data acquisition unit. Now let us move into the some of the applications of I2V converter. So I2V converter, as we know that output will be a voltage, input will be a current. So it's basically also called as a trans impedance amplifier. So one of the application which we are going to discuss in a few lectures will be sensing current through photodetectors. One of the photodetector will be a photodiode, which will produce a current proportional to the incident light. Next application which is very important is digital to analog converters. So short form called as DACs. Here the input is in the form of a digital data. So digital data can acquire two states, either logic 0 or logic 1. So let's say logic 0 is 0 volt and logic 1 will be Y volts, 5 volts. Output will be in the form of an analog signal. So analog means it can acquire any value between 0 and 5 volts. Now we will be designing specially a 4-bit DAC, but we can design for 8-bit, 12-bit or 16-bit also. So these were the few applications for I2V converter. So we have completed our today's topic, that is why current to voltage conversion, and we have also seen some of the applications of I2V converter. So that's it for today. Thank you.